And I think once you become into this place where you just at peace with who you are, it is peace. It is, because you can put somebody in a Rolls Royce, he's still gonna have the same problems. He's gonna have those problems in a Rolls Royce. And I think once you become into this place where you just at peace with who you are and who you're becoming, and like I said again, I had to give myself permission to evolve, because it was almost like I wanted to grow, but I couldn't grow because of my surroundings. These weeds and these things that would hold me back. And when I started to clean that out, I started to like grow and bloom and blossom. And I just started to understand, like, wow, like the air is different up here. I had to work so hard and do so much work on myself just to even get a taste of that.
Well, the divorce issue between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy took a turn on social media, with a lot of people reacting to it. Some even say that Jeannie apparently cheated on, Jeezy. Some even allege so many things. But remember that Tamam also came out to explain the reasons why a man leaves a woman when they're in a relationship. Well, guess who and what has happened this time? Jeezy apparently has come out to respond to all the rumors. And of course, we're also here to spit it out for you. This is the Legends Open Ask News. Please do want to like our platform. We will appreciate the fact that you do that. Your thought and comment also will be appreciated in the comment section. Join today's episode. Let's get interactive. Now, officially, let me just put it out there that Jeezy and Jeannie Mai apparently have called it quit in their marriage after being together, for close to 12 years now. Now, interestingly, revelations did come out about these two's marriage. Some even claiming that Jeezy, apparently did file for the divorce some long time, even before, this controversial breakup did, pop up. But Tamam also sat on the same platform and even, that was a different podcast, program. Then she apparently gave some interesting fact about what really could result or could be the possible reason for a man to leave, his woman. But before we put out some interesting facts over there, let's do pay attention to what Jeannie Mai apparently did say. Now, according to her, she said that even before she did marry Jeezy, she had, anger issues, and she was very, one of the boss ladies in her own way. She wanted a man that really could be able to control her, not as in control her typically, or what's it called? I should control her in a way that is in a bad form, but someone that could really be able to accept her and be able to control certain characters that she apparently possesses. So let's watch that particular interview. Now, some also have said that is the reason for the breakup between herself and Jeezy, because of course she says she is her own boss lady, and she does not need, check what she said in this interesting video. We'll come back and see exactly what Jeezy also has to say about this whole thing.
But I didn't notice, not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother, saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you, where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself, So
you had it.
So I had it, but nobody ever called me out on it. Also, in my line of work, sometimes being a boss isn't so great for you, because you have a lot of people who just agree to what you want. They're yes men, right? And so I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? But I was triggering him. So through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that to the everyday person, from friends, family, fans, they'll never see it. But to the person who loves us deep enough, you can press that button and boom, the dragon comes out.
Yeah, so that was Jeezy over there. Now, this revealed a lot in these two's relationships. Now, she said she always had that kind of hot temper Well, who would also want to marry someone with a hot temper like that? So, well, I guess that's the cause of the breakup. But she apparently some time back did blame Tamar. But let's first also listen to what Tamar said when she apparently also granted an interview and said that a man could only leave a woman when it's only the cause of three things. Well, let's pay attention to what Tamar did say. We come back and see exactly what Jeezy has been saying about this.
Man leaves his wife or file for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him.
Don't strike
y'all
first.
not emotional like that.
Nah, so whatever it was, what could it have been? Right.
There's two reasons why a man leaves his wife or file for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went down.
Yes, and that was how Tamar apparently also spit out her truth over there. Looks like she knew something, inside the marriage between Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. But after this video did put, circulate on social media, Jeannie Mai also sat on, the program and said that someone was apparently bullying him. Guess who it was? None other than Tamar. Let's also listen to how Tamar, Jeannie Mai also put Tamar under the bus in this interesting conversation that we're having, on the show.
Why don't you like me? And it was pathetic and I'm embarrassed about it. But I know when somebody was actually violating me or making me feel bad, I would work harder to try to go make friends with that person. And I would be like, why don't you like me? And it was pathetic and I'm embarrassed about it. But I never turned around and actually apologized to myself because today I'm not that same person.
Right.
And it took those instances and maybe even some of those people to get me to realize no, it's still there. Your voice is there and you're being paid to use it today. And it's part of my brand and it's actually my career. And so go back and tell that girl, don't worry. Even though you messed up then, you found it and you're making use of it today and you're speaking up for others. Yeah. So Jeannie, you're going to be okay.
Sources that we also can confirm to you, Jeezy apparently was fed up with Jeannie Mai's tantrums that she apparently was putting in the marriage. Now, reports do say that, of course, we do know that Jeezy said that he planned all this before this controversial, divorce we all are seeing now. But looks like he had something very interesting behind closed doors that now he said he wants to share. And according to what he's putting out there, looks like the whole tantrum that Jeannie Mai was putting inside the marriage. Remember that we also played a video about the whole boss, lady that she claimed that she always had and the kind of hot temper and all of that she has. Also, she denied allegations of Jeannie being or suffering from infidelity issue in the marriage. So that has been established. But as and when these two come back, well, it's getting very interesting. We would like to also put a focus on what really will happen. But for now, Jeezy says that there's no infidelity problems between himself and Jeannie Mai. However, it was as a result of the hot temper and, irreconcilable differences between these two parties. But we'll keep an eye on this interesting conversation. This has been the Trends Shopping Next. Your thoughts and comments, please be appreciated in the comment section. Thanks for watching.